So good evening everyone and welcome to the CMO 102 Super League quiz. We've just finished the regular season and we've moved into the playoffs, and we're joined by fans and managers alike for 16 questions to really test who's been paying attention and who's only focused on themselves. Good evening everyone, good luck.
Evening.
Question number one. Just a quick note for anyone who was on the first one. I have done multiple choice as requested by Al. I'm hoping we'll still jump on at some point.
You're not even here.
Oh, no. So, question number one. Who scored the first goal of the season? Was it Kluivert, Rui Costa, or Shevchenko?
Did Kluivert score any goals this season?
Yeah.
He scored a couple.
I think your biggest mistake, Fife, was not keeping with a zero up front.
It was the shit.
You got the shit. You got all the shit for it at the start. Dropped it, and then that was.
That's the problem, mate. I always give in to peer pressure. It's like Ryan bullied me into playing Zidane for half the games this year. He averaged about 4.5.
Definitely a lot higher than that. He's your best player by a mile.
Question number two. Who was the last team to score a point this season? Was it Dragons, Aster, or Sloths? To clarify, that's not the last team to get a point. It was the last team to earn a point from 0 to 1 or 0 to 3. Question number three. After 5 games, a special blog was produced comparing the starts made by every team. Which 2 sides had improved by 8 places from the same time the previous season? Was it Ardsley and Bolton, Bolton and Palmouth and Icos, or Ardsley and Vallon? I love the concentration on these faces.
I would have expected BTEC to be in there. We started off this season quite well.
No, but did you improve by 8 places? Clearly not, or you'd be in the answer.
No, exactly.
Maybe the playoffs as well.
This is the guy who was saying before we started recording, if it wasn't for disallowed goals, I'd be top of the league. Question number 4. Who did Alf hang out to dry after a mid-season defeat to Dragons? Was it Smith, Langley, or Materazzi?
You mean Langfield?
Yeah.
What did I put? Oh, yeah, sorry, Langfield. Sorry, yeah. Question 5. Who was the first player this season to get sent off? Was it Nicky Forenko, Edgar Davids, or Christian Kivu? I saw the shake of the head from Ryan there. He's not happy with these questions.
I've slept since then.
We've got a 33% chance of being right.
This is even harder than your last quiz, Fifey, this.
Who was quoted by the media in week 10 that I just don't know what to say anymore? Was it myself? Was it Midlothian? Or was it the Hornets?
Hornets have never said anything. Ever.
At the halfway stage, who was the top goal scorer with 10 goals? Shevchenko, Brozek, or Montella? And who was voted MVP at the halfway stage? Cannavaro, Robben, or Vieira? Which game week did we do our first video review? Game week 5, game week 8, game week 10.
Fucking hell, Pfeiffer.
Well, at least one person on this quiz was on that show, weren't they, Scott?
Pfeiffer, that's fucking months ago. Jesus.
It's not my fault how long Martin takes to get through 26 games. We did a number of manager videos during the winter break. Who was predicted to finish 8th overall? Devils, Hooligans, or Hornets?
By who?
By everyone. I did a table where everyone said everyone was going to finish and a final table.
Oh, you averaged it out, right?
That's right, because you paid attention, didn't you, Mr. Edwards? And you took it all in.
I remember we disagreed about who was going to win, who was going to finish top.
I think everyone said I was mad for saying I'd finish inside the top 9.
Yes.
I got to finish inside the top 14.
I think you were just waiting for the season to end at one point, weren't you, mate? Like a few of us.
I was ready to throw in the towel a couple of weeks ago. Which side had a 0% vote in the final day preview blog for likely to miss out on top 6? Chudley, Midlothian, or Palmer for Night?
Yeah. Pfeiffer, will you just repeat that for me? Because my wife nearly walked past naked.
Yeah. Which side had 0% vote in the final day preview blog for likely to miss out on top 6? Chudley, Midlothian, or Palmer for Nikos? Who was the first manager of the week award given to? Myself, Palmer for Nikos, or Churchtown?
That question 12.
That is question 12.
What?
Making sure I haven't missed one.
Where is it in cupboard? Oh, it's there.
Got disappeared. She did walk past. We'll give him 30 seconds to come back.
I'm not doing it twice.
Question 13. Montello was the top goal scorer this season, but with how many goals? 15, 17, or 18? In total, how many goals were scored during the regular season? 487, 554, 617. Now,
What are the
what I like
options again?
is, because you're all focusing on your answers, I'm actually watching what you're doing. Okay, so you've got PR Greaves, who's really nonchalant, just writing down probably A, B, or C question. You've got Ryan, like, really looking up for inspiration. And it looks like Ian's trying to average out how many goals that would mean each week to get a realistic answer.
Because I bring the average right down, though, don't I?
You do? What about me? I think the only thing lower than my points record was goals scored.
I thought you scored more than me. Did you not?
I don't know. I gave up hope. 2 questions to go then. What was the points gap between Churchtown in 1st and Swindon in 14th? Was it 29, 33, or 37?
Can I get the options for question 14, please, Pfeiffer?
Yeah, it was 487, 554, 617.
Cheers, Matt.
No problem.
And them options for 15, Fifey.
29 points, 33 points, 37 points. Steve, just in case you want it, the answers for question 1 were Kluivert, Rui Costa, or Shevchenko.
Yeah, I got him, mate. I got him.
The final question. One player not playing for a team in the playoffs finished inside the top 10 for average ratings. But who was it? Montero, Andre, or Good Johnson?
Ooh.
I'm expecting the two in there.
You ready for answers?
Ready, mate?
Fifey, what did Montero average?
What did he average?
10 red cards.
4 from memory. So, question 1 was who scored the first goal of the season? Was it Kluivert, Rui Costa, or Shevchenko? The answer was B, Rui Costa.
That's he.
Yeah.
I kind of put Rui Costa. I thought, why the hell is he going to be an answer to that question if it isn't Rui Costa?
The only reason I put it is because he plays for Aston and they probably played the first game.
Yeah.
I didn't think he started the season. I thought he brought him in after a few weeks. I went Shevchenko.
For those who weren't here at the beginning, my son is also playing. He's sat next to me, but he doesn't want to be on the camera, and he has got that right. So he's got 1 for 1. He's got more points average than I have. Question number 2 was who was the last team to earn a point this season? Was it Dragons, Asta, or Sloths? The answer was C, Sloths.
Yeah, they beat me.
Is that true?
Yeah, they beat me 1-0, yeah, after they'd lost about 7.
Sorry to bring it up.
It's all right.
Did you get that one right? No. It's all right. Its average is coming down, lads. Don't worry. 1 from 2 now. Question 3 was which 2 sides improved by 8 places? The answer was A, Armsley and Bolton.
I had a terrible start to season 1, didn't I? I knew it was me. I thought it must be ours because they had that terrible run as well.
That's correct. Question 4, who did Alf hang out to dry? Smith, Langfield, or Materazzi? It was the goalkeeper, Jamie Langfield.
Oh, Langley.
Or Langley.
Did he not have 3 in one game? Is that why he got rid of it? He had a 3.
No, because surely, who got 3 on the final day? That's the only time I can ever remember that in the Super League. Because I think Martin made a comment, and I said, no, even I've never had a 3.
Alf fell out of all of his goalkeepers throughout the season, though, didn't he?
I remember Al kicking off with Langfield. I'm sure he had a 5, but I think they let in 5 as well.
I think he had 2 5s in a row. That was the final straw.
He had best keeper all season last season in Lehman, and he just doesn't fancy him anymore.
Question 5 was the first player to be sent off, Nicky Ferenko, Davids, or Kivu? And the answer was A, Nicky Ferenko. Then I asked who was connected in the media with I just don't know what to say anymore, Devils, Midlothian, or Hornets. The answer was C, Hornets.
I'm 2 from 6 so far. Not very good.
Aiden's got 3, to put that into perspective. So you might be defending champion in the game, but you're struggling in the quiz. The next question was at halfway, who was top scorer with 10, Shevchenko, Brozek, or Montella? It was Shevchenko.
Yeah, Shevchenko went off like a fucking train. Excuse my language.
That's fine, I've said worse. And then I asked who was voted MVP at the halfway stage: A. Cannavaro, B. Robin, or C. Vieira. It was Vieira.
Got them two.
Oh, he's making the comeback. In which week?
Did he finish off the top?
Sorry?
Did he finish off the top rating at the end of the regular season, Vieira? Because he's just been solid all year, hasn't he?
He must have been top at the end of the season.
He got over 8.5 in the end, I think.
Yeah, he was just killing it, wasn't he?
Yeah. Scott, do you remember which game week you joined me for the first ever video review? Was it week,
definitely.
5, 8, 10?
Definitely week 8.
You're correct. It was definitely week 8.
Oh, brilliant.
That's a bit unfair, that one, isn't it? He's the answer to the question.
I just checked my diary. I remember doing it.
To be fair, it seems to be a recurring theme because I seem to remember halfway through that episode you said, "Hang on, 5 thing. My missus is just walking through naked."
Probably, mate, yeah.
I asked who was predicted by the managers in the winter break to finish 8th. Was it myself, Hooligans, or Hornet? The answer was Hooligans.
Oh, we're cooking on gas here.
Team with the 0% vote in the final day preview was C, Palmouth and Icos. And the team that won the first Manager of the Week award wasn't me, despite the shithousery formation and the win. It went to Palmouth and Icos.
Yeah, he beat me 4-0.
You should have kept that formation, Fifey.
Maybe next year. Just play none up front, sell all my strikers, just have attacking midfielders.
Yeah, but wasn't it Ronaldo that done well for you in Cam then? Because he won a 1-0 shithousery.
In fact, no. Ronaldo. No, it was Ronaldo because Inzaghi and Kluivert were both injured. That's why I played with no strikers. Montella was the top goal scorer, and the answer was B, 17 goals. And then I asked how many goals in total were scored in the season, and the answer again was B, 554. The rather embarrassing point gap between myself, bottom, and top of league Churchtown was A, 29 points. I kept it below 30, lads. I kept it below 30. And the final question was, which one player not in the playoffs was in the top 10 ratings, Montero, Andre, or Good Johnson? The answer was C, Good Johnson.
Oh.
Have a quick plot of your points. So, the benchmark, my son got 8. Ian, how many did you get?
9.
9? Congratulations, Mr. Greaves.
11.
11, yeah. Swindon, come on. How about you, Scott?
12.
Oh. Steve?
Good. Just 9, mate. Just 9.
9? No, that's impressive. It's over halfway, mate. So, Ryan, did you beat 12 and take the title?
Unbelievably, I got 8.
Well,
12 and a half.
Listen, before the time runs out, thank you all for coming on tonight and taking part. I hope you enjoyed it. Enjoy the rest of the playoffs right up until the final. Good luck to all one of you that are still involved. And I look forward, like the rest of us, to the draft and the season starting again.
Yes. Bring it
Cheers,
on.
Kevin.
Catch you, Richard.
Cheers, guys.
Thank you, everyone.
Cheers.